it will take about 1 hour, so from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. And the second part will be from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So welcome all to Open University of Kenya. We look forward to interacting more, and thank you for joining this launch event. It's an event that will give you the opportunity to get to know more about this course and actually be part of the Open University of Kenya. Karibu.
Thank you, Dr. Edna. To the entire team, welcome to the Open University of Kenya. I'm coordinating the program with Dr. Edna, the exciting generative AI course, and we are impressed to be partnering with BCS Technology in offering this exciting and timely course to all of you. Now, without taking much of your time, you have heard from Dr. Edna. Right now, we'll hear from both administrations, that is the Open University management team, and also the BCS management team, because they are the ones who have facilitated this great and exciting program. So I would like to welcome the Registrar Academics, Dr. Kagushia, to take over from here. Welcome, Dr.
Thank you very much, Dr. Odino, and thank you everybody for being here. Good afternoon. We have a session of introductions, and we have representation from the 3 bodies that our MC has mentioned. We have, actually from the 2, we have the leadership of the Open University of Kenya, and then we have the leadership or the people from BCS. I will start my introduction with the team from BCS, where I'll invite Mr. Edward Muthiga to introduce himself and the team accompanying him, and then we can go to the Open University of Kenya team. So, Mr. Muthiga, welcome.
Dr. Catherine, Dr. Logi can take over.
Oh, Dr. Muthiga Mr. Muthiga is not in, eh? It's okay. Dr. Come take over, please. Dr. Ogi. Is Dr. Ogi in?
Dr. Logi, you're on mute.
He said he's not able to unmute.
Okay, now it's correct. Now it's all right. Okay. So, hello everyone. Good afternoon. I hope you can hear me. So, I am Dr. Logi from BCS, and probably there will be another person accompanying me called Mr. Howard. I'm not sure, and Mr. Harendra. So if you could check him whether he's in the waiting room, then we can let him in. So he will be actually giving us the introduction about the BCS and the stuff, right? So I'm Dr. Logi. I'm going to host this course along with Professor Jason Mas. And yeah, so again, I have another session to introduce about the tutors and stuff. I will keep that for that session. So, and Harendra is already in the call. He's also having a problem. He cannot unmute by himself. So if you could allow him to unmute himself, then he'll be able to introduce about BCS and what is our aim and scope and everything.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Our ICT team, are we able to assist our guests so that they can also say hi?
Harendra.
I've seen a number. Yeah.
Yes, I can now.
Okay, go on.
Right, great. Everybody, thanks a lot for setting this call. Pleasure to be part and parcel of OUK in terms of driving this course from a BCS standpoint. We have Dr. Logi and I think Dr. Jason, Professor Jason also should join shortly. Quick intro of myself. I'm Harendra Samarasinghe. My colleagues call me Haren, short name. I head delivery, or my role is Chief Delivery Officer for BCS. I'll take this opportunity to give a quick intro of the company so that we can proceed with the rest of the agenda. So BCS has been in the industry for the last 20 years. We have about 600 employees across the globe, covering about 50 plus customers. Our focus is right now basically building talent across multiple regions to basically cater and support the demand in terms of AI. In fact, our goal is to also set up a center. We are already in the process of setting a delivery center in Kenya to cater to the need in the market. And one of the steps is to basically support the current talent that is in the market, help them upskill in terms of AI and all the other technologies. And that's one of the reasons why we are part and parcel of this call as well. Our domains are primarily airline. Airline is one vertical. Apart from that, we have travel that covers hotels, cars. And apart from that, we focus on banking and finance. So these are the 2-3 major verticals that we focus in terms of domains, where we serve multiple customers in APAC, Middle East, Europe, and the US. And I would say North America and the South Americas. So thank you very much for this opportunity, and I will hand over this back to the organizing team.
Thank you very much, Rendra, for the brief introduction. We are glad that you're here. And Dr. Rogi, thank you. I don't know whether you have any other member or we move to the OUK team.
That's all from us now. Professor Jason will join in an hour because his talk is later in the afternoon. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. So now we'll go to the Open University of Kenya team, and I will start from the lecturers. I go to the dean. From the lecturers, I go to the HODs. I go to the dean, the DVCs, and then we proceed, and the other people that we have. So at this time, allow me to ask.
Before we continue, Catherine, I'm asking a question to our ICT team, both from the university and BCS. I can see it looks like we have got the maximum. What happens to those who want to join and they're not able because it looks like the maximum is 1,000? What happens? Any response or any intervention? Because I see so many people in the waiting
They're
room.
on YouTube, yeah.
So then, yeah, but they are waiting. Then you communicate that those who are waiting, what happens? They continue waiting perpetually, or they should be advised on what to do?
Maybe Dr. Kirato, you can give a response.
Sure, Dr. Catherine, Dr. Gino and the ICT team are directing them to YouTube.
Okay, thank you. We have a number of staff members from the Open University of Kenya, and I will mention them. Then I'll give a few a chance to speak. The first one I had mentioned was the MC, that he will talk because he'll take the mantle. That will be later. Then we have Mr. Morabu, who is in ICT. He's helping. We have Ezra Atuti, who is in ICT. We have Godfrey Ouma, again in ICT. We have Ben Tito. He's also an ICT staff member. Then we'll invite our lecturers in the school. I only see Dr. Ojino. So allow me to invite the chair of departments, Madam Dr. Edna Milgo. Kindly introduce yourself briefly, then we go to the next person.
Yeah, thank you, Registrar, for this opportunity. The Vice Chancellor of Open University of Kenya, the leadership of Open University of Kenya, the leadership of BCS Technology. Good afternoon. So it's my pleasure to be here to welcome our learners to the BCS training. It's coming at a time when AI is really it's transforming every sector of the economy. So I'm glad that at Open University of Kenya, we are bringing this course to bridge the gap of the skill set that is needed for this transformation. So I think I'll have another section in the afternoon to talk about the program. Mine for now is just to thank everyone who has been involved during the planning of this event. Up to this point, we'll be there together up to the time of graduation, and now to assure the learners that you are here, you are at the right hands. The training is really very practical, and it's a full stack training. So this means it's not just development of the applications, but you'll have a chance to build and integrate these applications to real solutions. Much will be said in the afternoon. So for now, I want to just say thank you everyone who has supported us through this process. Thank you.
Thank you, Daktari. Allow me to introduce our Director ICT, Dr. Jared Ongaro, to just say 2 words. You'll get another chance. You have a presentation. So you can just say hi.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Open University of Kenya. Thank you. We'll have a chance to
Thank
talk.
you, Director. Oh, sorry. Have I cut you short?
No, it's fine. I just said we have a chance to talk. So sorry for those who are experiencing, we didn't expect that BCS would give us this very good publicity, and we really thank the team. We are making arrangement to get a PEGA license for classes like BCS. But for now, for those who are not able to join, kindly, we are streaming this live, and the link, I'm putting it on the chat, in sending this, and we will send it again. I'm sorry for all the inconvenience. Thank you.
But Jared, those who have joined are already in, so we should be addressing those who are not in, unfortunately, unless we are imagining that the friends will share.
Yes,
Maybe.
but we can actually communicate to people in the waiting room, Vice Chancellor, and we have done so. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Director. Allow me to invite the Dean of the School of Science, Dr. Beth Kiratu, to introduce herself.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Kagusha, Registrar Academics, the Vice Chancellor, Open University of Kenya, the DVC Academic Affairs, DVC Planning and Infrastructure, the BCS team, all protocols observed. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our students to the Open University of Kenya. Through the Open University of Kenya, we'll give you an opportunity to get the skills that you need in the currently evolving digital space. And we believe that through our training and the skills that you acquire through the Open University of Kenya, you'll be able to take the lead in terms of offering solutions that are needed in the market. To our students, there were 5,000 students through this program. Welcome to the Open University of Kenya, and we invite you to also explore other programs that we have on offer at the OUK. Thank you and welcome. Back to you, Dr. Kagusha.
Thank you very much, Dean, for that brief introduction. I know you'll have some more time with the students and you'll tell them more. We appreciate. This time, I think I introduced myself. The other people I've not introduced are the Deputy Vice Chancellors and the Vice Chancellor. And I think I want to do it intentionally so that they'll introduce themselves as they give their remarks. So allow me to introduce myself and then hand over back to the Master of Ceremony. I'm Dr. Catherine Kagusha, Acting Registrar Academic Affairs. Also glad to be here. This program is quite exciting. You've come in numbers and we appreciate. And when we send out a call for the second cohort, kindly reach out to your networks and you'll, at least this time, you'll have testimony for them. You tell them what you'll have faced in here. I know you're going to have an exciting time. So thank you very much. And back to you, Dr. Ojino.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kagusha. I'd expected maybe you'll just continue and introduce the rest of the management team. You can continue from there.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Dr. Thank you. So this time, allow me to invite our Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Planning and Infrastructure, Professor Christopher Chepken. Professor, are you in?
I know he's in another meeting at the Treasury.
Okay.
So unless he has finished that meeting, I think you just proceed. He's busy in the Treasury.
Okay. So next is our Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of Academic Affairs, Professor Caroline Omulando, who is here with me. So we'll actually share the gadget. She'll introduce herself and give us her words of wisdom. Professor?
Yeah, so thank you so much, Registrar, and all protocol observed. And of course, appreciating the Vice Chancellor, the Open University of Kenya, the BCS team, and all our students, faculty, and the ICT Directorate. Good afternoon. It is actually a very exciting moment for us as the Open University of Kenya, especially as we think about bringing on board the students or the participants who have enrolled on the program Gen AI that has been is being facilitated by BCS technology. I'm very sure now we all have a very good idea of what BCS technology is all about. Our Vice Chancellor will also give us a little more information about this company. But from the academic division, what I would like to do at this particular moment is to welcome all the students on board. And for the next 10 weeks, we actually look forward to a very productive and would say, very engaging moment, so that by the end of this particular program, we all have reached a point where we know we have gained the skills and competencies that we desired or anticipated to gain. And as I do so, I would like to very much appreciate the BCS team. We have worked very well, even as we are planning to get this program on board. We also want to appreciate the School of Science under the leadership of the Dean of School of Science and Technology. We also and all the faculty in that school, and also appreciate the Directorate of ICT for the support that they have offered over this period of time. And so our students, as you get on board, I'm sure we'll get more time to interact, more time to even get to know each other better, even as you go through your learning process in the period that is scheduled. So at this particular point, because of our time and the many other activities we have because of the formal orientation session, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome the Vice Chancellor, the Open University of Kenya, Professor Elijah Mwenga, to also give us his remarks and also address our students and to welcome them at the Open University of Kenya. Welcome, VC. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Omulando. First, let me take this chance to appreciate the partners to this inaugural high-ranking course that we are beginning. It is a course of its own kind, given the subscription that we have seen. So thank you so much, BCS International, BCS Technology, for coming on board with us on this very interesting and exciting course. As you heard, my name is Elijah Omwenga. I'm a professor of computer science, having served at various dockets before I joined the Open University of Kenya as a Vice Chancellor. Previously, I have been the Deputy Vice Chancellor at another public university, the University of Kabianga, where I was there for about 7 years before coming over to the Open University as a VC. And earlier on, I was at the University of Nairobi as a professor of computer science and also earlier as the director of ICT in that same institution. My interests is basically on how to utilize technology to support, enhance, extend, and make learning enjoyable. So it is one of those things that I like to do, and I believe together at the Open University, we shall scale to levels to make us the mega university in the region. So let me also appreciate the organizers of this course, the School of Science and Technology, led by the Dean, Dr. Beth Kirato, and the champion, Dr. Milgo, who had designed this program together with BCS to what it's going to be as we go through it today and the days to come. So thank you. Also appreciate the ISC Directorate for the technology that we're using now. I'm aware so many would have wished to join. I'm getting so many phone calls. In fact, I put my phone on full silent mode because I was getting phone calls after another saying that I can't join. Those who know me, those whom I had referred, they're not able to join. I'm trying to refer them to the YouTube. It means it's a good problem, but I think we should have anticipated that with 5,000 having subscribed, we should have expected that the enrollment to this particular call would be in the tune of even thousands. So I think we should have maybe planned better BCS and ourselves in the technology department. However, I hope those who are on the waiting room are being directed to the YouTube so that they can follow these without any problem. The Open University has already been introduced to some of you who logged in at the beginning before we began this particular program, before the introductions began. And the clips that were flowing on your screens were captured earlier, and some of the students who are speaking there may even have graduated with a postgraduate diploma like Evelyn Babu. But let me just take this moment to very briefly mention that the university is already fully established. We have a council, we have the Senate, and all the other organs of the university. So we are a fully fledged public university established for strategic interests. And those strategic interests really are about our 5 core principles, which were displayed on the screen earlier. I won't be long, but I just want to give you that background so that you know that you're in safe hands. You are in the right institution here today. The first principle is that of flexibility, and you see we are using technology to offer this particular program. The other is about access, ensuring that everybody has access to the various programs that they subscribe to. We're talking about inclusivity, leaving nobody behind, and the student from Turkana or the postgraduate student from Turkana was talking about recognition of prior learning, one of those criteria that we use to admit our students. Then you're talking about quality. We subscribe to the highest levels of quality, ensuring that our quality assurance system is very strong and in place. So having said that, let me go straight and make my remarks, which are geared towards the particular program that we are here today for. BCS has already introduced themselves, an international company which has got a presence in Australia and Europe, and other places, including South Africa, USA, and other areas in the world. So it is truly an international company, and we are proud to ride on that international reputation for us to offer this course. We have a robust technology, our learning management system, as well as the ERP, the enterprise resource planning system, that are all working seamlessly to deliver this course to you. We use various devices. We have designed this course and others in such a manner that any device that you have should be able to serve you well, whether it's a mobile phone, an iPad, a computer, or a laptop. All of them will deliver very well. I also want to underscore the need for you to ensure that you have internet connectivity for maximum utilization of the assets we have put here together. The strategic partnership that we have with BCS technology, which was launched in July 2025, for us, we look at it as a milestone in this country, our country, Kenya, providing a hub for a digital and artificial intelligence innovation and even beyond. And I'm proud that we registered 5,000 learners who have joined this inaugural generative AI course under the scholarship program, showing a very strong demand and confidence in this initiative and in our university. This is a milestone because one program advertised within a short period of time, attracting 5,000 learners, it is quite an achievement on our part. And I believe that this partnership will continue to support our vision of establishing an AI center in this country, an AI center of excellence in Kenya, to serve the various regions that the representative from BCS mentioned and earlier, Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, including, of course, the United States of America. And the university is here preparing those skilled manpower and professionals to join in that particular space. This initiative, which I believe is going beyond the borders, because the registration for this particular course did not limit who is to register. One could register from any part of the world, and therefore we are truly a global university serving the global community. But we are aligning this particular course and other initiatives to the digital transformation agenda of our country. We have a strategic plan, a national strategic plan, which underscores the need for us to skill people in areas such as artificial intelligence, cloud computing, analytics, data, big data, and others, including cybersecurity. So we are trying to do our very best to implement the strategic plan of this country through skilled manpower development. We are a world-class university, and that's why BCS chose the Open University to partner with us. Having Dr. James Mwangi as our chancellor, a renowned entrepreneur and CEO of Equity Group, which is spanning its tentacles beyond the borders. We believe that perhaps is one of the reasons that BCS chose to come and partner with us. We are also bringing in people like our chairman of council, Professor Maritim, who is leading the governance council of this university, and we ride on those very good CVs to progress this particular university. BCS is bringing on board, I'm informed, renowned AI professors to come and pretend this particular course, including professors from the University of Michigan, I'm informed. We have, I remember Dr. Jason Mars, who was introduced to us as one of the great minds to come and look at the supporting of this particular cause. We have Dr. Longshen, if I pronounce it not the right way, please pardon me, who will enrich the learner's experience as a world-class mentorship expert. So the global expertise that we are looking at here today, which is coming to us through the BCS International, has, I understand, about 600 plus IT professionals who will be supporting us as we go through this particular course. By the way, I've enrolled also as a student. I want to have the experience just as you do, not only as a vice chancellor, but also as a student together with you. You will be seeing me logging in and going through this course with you. Then therefore, we are looking at a truly global course, which is providing a truly global skilled manpower. And that's the reason why the first 100 students who are going to be fettered with excellence will be assured of jobs within and outside the country, providing that very global platform that we are talking about. And I therefore wish to have all our students put in all their efforts so that the success comes with your efforts. I encourage you to be ambassadors of the Open University of Kenya, and I invite you to explore our website with all the various courses which are there, ranging from the nano certificates and all the way to PhD. We have programs in diverse areas in science, education, entrepreneurship, business, and of course, agriculture. And therefore, you have a big menu to choose from. I want you to not stop here in terms of the kind of courses you want to do. Please do many others which are on offer. Some are running concurrently with the BCS course, and I want to encourage you, those who have extra time in your hands, please do not just stop at the BCS course or the generative AI, but enroll even in the mainstream undergraduate, postgraduate programs which are on offer. I wish you the very best as you go through this journey of this wonderful, exciting moment in our history of existence at the university. Thank you. All the very best.
BC, I hope you're seeing the reactions.
Yes, I'm seeing the reactions quite impressive indeed. I wish I would capture them in another format, but thank you very much. Our dear...
That is from your classmates in BCS.
Oh yes, my classmates. Classmates, how are you? We are alumni now together. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, BC's classmates. I can see the way you're happy. Yes, and appreciating him for what he has said and having decided to join you, to be a comrade together with you.
Encouraging each other to finish the course in record time. I also want to be among the top 100 and see whether that scholarship will come.
Get a job.
Exactly. I'll donate that job to the next 101 students. If I'm among the top
100. Thank you.
Over to you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Dr. Ojino, I don't know where my boundary was, but maybe I can invite Dr. Ongaro to do the presentation, then BCS, and we can go on. Yeah, Dr. Ongaro.
Thank you very much.
In the meantime, please direct people to YouTube, Jared and your team. I'm actually having a wave of messages. In fact, they're ranging into hundreds. People seem to think I'm not the one running the course, please. Direct people to YouTube, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
We actually sent the link to them via email also, indicated that. But it's fine, we're redirecting them. And I think my team is helping do that. Thank you very much. So I was actually checking, I think, so on well. Okay, so I think just without wasting time, I will just show you a presentation. I think the VC has made it very easy, of course, for this presentation. And I will actually spend very little time just telling you the last things I wanted to tell you. I think the VC has told us that too much about OUK, including that we are a university who specialized, and we are a public university chartered by Act of Parliament with Excellency the President awarding the charter on August 3rd, 2023 at the Concert Technopolis. I think we did say this. And those are the nice photos. I think you can see them here. You can see the Chancellor and the VC. You can see the President. You can see the Chair of Council and many other people receiving instruments of power. That is the snippet you will see there. So the mission and the vision, of course, this has been said, we are the innovative university. We're the newest, but the most innovative for inclusive prosperity. And our mission is to provide flexible, affordable access to education and training, particularly higher education. We make sure that we break down those barriers. And so that I've said, and so we have this specialized institution orientation because we also believe that after enrolling with a VEC in the same course, you will now then go ahead and enroll into our degree programs, which will be very exciting and very important in shaping your career. And so that's how we hope to transition you from a short course to a degree program, because it's the government's strategic participation to increase to increase graduates in higher education. So the university enhances quality through innovative teaching and learning, as you saw in that first video, and digitization and digitalization of higher education is where we keep on. And then with these online platforms and many other ways, you can see how big we are internationalizing and sharing best practices when it comes to education and higher education in general. So the good news is we have over 13,000 students who are enrolled, you being one of them, and we span 70 plus countries, and that's where the internationalization comes in. We are structured into 3 schools for the purpose of running the university. So academically, we are divided into 3 schools. That is science and technology, business and economics, and education. And so the programs you will enroll in, including BCS, is in the science and technology. It's offered with science and technology department. And then there is business and economics and education. And all of them then embed an aspect of technology into the program. So we have excellent collaboration with other organizations, including PCS, you've seen, a technology company. They will be telling us about themselves. And all these collaborations are to enhance your experience and also twin you with the industry, such that the cutting edge you find at the university is actually the same cutting edge you find at the industry. So we offer flexible teaching, and so there's a lot of hand-holding with all those flexible timetable and teaching schedules. Really not teaching timetables because the material is already embedded. Apart from this course, of course, we'll be told how to be offered and what will be the deliverable, such that we all emerge top 100. And then when it comes to future plans, we really want to impact you as a Kenyan or as beyond. As I said, we are in 70 plus countries. And so we want to impact you through strengthening career guidance and internship. And that's why we are partnering with BCS and other companies, as the VC said. So the digital skills, innovation, business, and entrepreneurship, that's where we work. And then we want a workforce, which is educationally sound for the purpose of developing the 21st century skills needed for the next phase of the world. I could say that. So these have been some of the most vocal voices from the students, including how OUK has opened their doors to go back to school. You can see how flexible it is. And then learning sciences subject online. This is surprisingly easy with OUK. And you'll see this even with the offering the universities actually mounting across, including nursing. And so there is a lot of virtual experimentation and other ways. So you learn science in more than one way. Yeah, I know we're trying to enjoy my screen, but thank you. That's what I wanted to say for now, because we'll say much after this, and I will want to stop there just to make it, yeah, because we meet in another session where I will do the orientation about the learning management and other things. Thank you.
Thank you, Director ICT. Dr. Kagushia, thank you so much for taking us through this program. Now I invite our Dean School of Science to give a vote of thanks. Then we'll proceed now to the second.
Dr. We need to hear from BCS team. They were to say about BCS.
They had already given that brief.
Okay, thank you.
So I think I'll pass a bit.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ojino. I'm actually following the messages on the YouTube. And just to reassure our learners, the VC is not going to take up the 100 slots. He was very clear that he's coming in for the 100 plus 1. So if you find some of us in class, we are not there to compete for the 100 slots. We are there for moral support And also, we also believe that learning is a lifelong process. Our VC is an expert in computer science, but he leads us in terms of encouraging us to continue growing professionally and just making sure that whenever we get an opportunity to upskill, we take it up. I'll also be a student in that class, not to compete for the 100 slots, but to learn more, and also for moral support and for mentorship for the different diverse learners that we've attracted in the class. And we have some other colleagues who are also in the class, so we shall be there to support you in your learning journey. Let me take this opportunity to give my vote of thanks on behalf of the School of Science and Technology. I would like to first of all thank the university management through the leadership of our Vice Chancellor, Professor Elijah Mwenga, the DVC's academic affairs and planning infrastructure for the support that they've given us. Without their support, this would not have been possible. And also give thanks to our ICT team who made it possible. We now have our course fully digitized. Some of you already have access to the LMS. That is courtesy of our ICT team that has ensured that they've constantly communicated with you and made sure that you are fully onboarded into the course. And we shall see their input in the next session. I also want to appreciate the BCS team for believing in OUK. They would have chosen other universities in the country and out of the country, but they believed in OUK visions where OUK was established to break the traditional barriers to education. And already we are proving that it's possible. Within a very short span of around 2 weeks, we've managed to enroll 5,000 plus students into a course. And this shows that OUK is able and capable to be the channel through which learners and people who are yearning for higher education are able to achieve their dreams. So thank you so much, the BCS team. And I believe that this is just the beginning. We are starting with the pilot cohort. We shall have many other cohorts coming in. And as the OUK team, we promise that we shall deliver and we shall keep connecting you to our learners, even as you seek to tap into the expertise that you have around. I also want to give thanks even for the admin at the university for their full support from admission to registering the students and to just ensuring that they are all fully onboarded into a learning management system. And lastly, I want to give thanks to our learners who took the bold step of applying anytime in our space, be it in the country or outside. Whenever you find something tagged as a scholarship, many people doubt whether it's legit, but the 5,000 students believed in us and took that initiative to apply. So I want to give you thanks and welcome you to the OUK community. We shall be part of your learning journey, and we assure you that we shall give you a seamless learning experience in the entire 10 weeks, and we wish you all the best, even as you compete for the 100 slots. So see you in our next session. Please do not leave the meeting. We are moving now to the orientation. Thank you, and back to you, Dr. Ojino. Dr. Milgo, do you have Dr. Ojino there?
Yes, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kiratu, and to the management of OUK for taking time to join us as we launch this. And now we are moving to the in thing, which is basically getting to the system, getting to know your instructors, and getting also to know the LMS, how it runs and how it works. So I realize it's basically minutes to 2. As per the program, we were to begin at 2, and that's actually an advantage to us. So let me take this chance to welcome back Dr. Edna to give an overview of the program, because after a few minutes, maybe we'll get the rest of the resource team available around. So Dr. Edna. you could give an overview of what is expected.
In the meantime, the entire team, please check the questions on YouTube and see how you can address some of them. They are coming in big numbers. So I ask the entire leadership of this course, led by the Dean and the IC Directorate, Dr. Ongaro, see what you can do about the questions which are coming in big numbers on YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gino. All protocols observed. I think my role at this time is to give you the overview of the program. This program, Building Generative AI Application, is a 12-week program. Correction, I think for the poster we use 10, but it's actually a 10-week program. So it's a key. The role of this training is made to build to fill the gap in the skill set for generative AI. So before I go into the detailed structure of the course, I believe most of us have come across generative AI in one way or another. If you have used ChatGPT, for instance, if you have used DeepSeek, if you have used Llama and the rest, then that is generative AI. Now, in this course, we are not going to use those applications, but we are going to build on top of frameworks where those applications are also used. So we are privileged to have what we call a Jaseci Lab built by Professor Mas. That is one of the tools that you're going to use in addition to other generative AI platforms. So this program is structured into 2 phases. The first phase is the taught session, which runs from week 1 to week 8, starting from this week. This session or this phase involves live sessions where you'll be meeting instructor once in a week on Fridays from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then in between the next, from one session to the other, you'll be given some work to do. And also you'll be doing some self-learning through LMS. So for the first phase, you learn the foundations of generative AI and large language models. These are the frameworks behind our generative AI structure. And then you learn about prompt engineering, you learn about tools and frameworks in generative AI. And as I said, you'll also be privileged to have access to one of the best AI labs built by Professor Mas and his team called Jaseci Lab. So for the first phase, that is mainly what you'll be doing. And then after the 8 weeks, on week 9 to 12, you'll be learning through projects, a small project, what we call hackathon. So for the hackathon, you'll be in groups. You'll be guided on how to form the groups where you'll build real-life applications. What I want to emphasize in this phase is that for this program, it's a full stack program. So you'll not just learn about the theory and coding, but it's a full stack project whereby you will build and deploy. And when you talk about deploying, it's putting it into live servers and putting it into real applications in areas like banking, our education sectors, healthcare, and the rest. So that is actually the beef of this training. Week 9 to 12 is where you'll be dealing with the building and deploying these applications. Again, you'll be guided by esteemed instructors. We have here with us Dr. Logi. I think Professor Jason and 2 other instructors will join and they'll tell you more about this. So those are the 2 phases for this training. And we really look forward to the end product of phase 2. Phase 2 will actually be the cake of the training. So as we have been told, we are privileged to have the best 100 performers getting employment at BCS Technologies, and we'll communicate to you the criteria that will be used. But I can assure you, if you are among the best 100 performers, then you'll get the job. And it's not just a job, it's a job in an AI lab. So you'll be working with experts in the area of in the area of AI. By the end of this course, participants will be able to understand the architecture and the functions of generative AI. I mentioned briefly what is generative AI, but after the 12th week, you'll be the ones explaining to us what it is, and I believe you'll be excited to showcase the products that you will have developed. You will build your applications in APIs and in Jaseci Labs, and then you'll be able to deploy these applications in real-world settings. This training comes as a collaboration between OUK and BCS Technologies, as we have been told. And I'm happy to say that apart from, in addition to the 100 jobs, we take this training as a launchpad. So at the end of this training, the best 100 performers will be able to get a job. We all know that we are 5,000, so our statistics will say that that is a small percentage. But I can assure you, for the remaining percentage of learners, you will be able to build and deploy this in global world, and you'll be in a position to be to start up your own project, your own startup, or be able even to get other jobs globally. So this is an opportunity that comes that is very timely. We know that AI is here to stay. It's already here, and it applies to all sectors of the economy. So whether you come in as an expert in a different field, just be ready to learn and put your time and effort, and you'll be able to have a bright future out of this. So to all our learners, you are not just here to study, but you are here to shape your future. And we can assure you that with the support of Open University of Kenya and BCS Technology, we have instructors from different parts of the world. You'll get the best skill that you need to fill the gap in the AI field. So just to state it again, the time will be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. On Fridays. That is the synchronous sessions, the sessions that you'll be meeting your professors, your lecturers, instructors. But the rest of the week, we request you to commit your time to do the practicals, to learn on your own, and
Please
be able to
repeat that again. Repeat those timelines again, please, or even post on the chat, if possible, the time when the synchronized lectures take place. Thank you. Repeat again.
Okay, so I'll post on the chat. The synchronous lectures will be on Fridays, every Friday of week 1 up to week 8. Week 1 is this week. So you'll have the first lecture on Friday at 5 p.m. East African time. I know we have learners from all over the world. This is East African time. So 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Friday. And then in between now, from the synchronization to the other, you'll have materials on LMS that you'll interact with. On the 9th week to the 12th week, you'll have a hackathon. So hackathon will be more intensive. By this time, you'll have learned the techniques of building applications. So you'll be guided now to develop a real life solution for during the last 4 weeks. I put it on the chat. The timing, we'll also put it on the LMS. Thank you so much. We look forward to meeting you in class. Myself, I'm an expert in artificial intelligence, and I'm glad that this opportunity gives me also the chance to be part of the change that we need for our country and to have more people joining the AI field in this country. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Edna. If there was a way we could speak, I'll ask, ain't you excited? Because this is really a program that's coming in at the right time and being offered by the University of the Future, that is the Open University of Kenya. Our facilitators are super excited in the meetings that we have had. Professor Jason is super excited. Logi is excited to actually be facilitating this program. And I believe in the interactions. We'll now be able to demystify terms like deep learning, recurrent neural networks, sentiment analysis, and all those kind of terms that we have heard of LLMs, because we don't just want to be users, but we want to program very nice applications that will change the society. And just to inform you, in fact, Professor Jason Mas is quite excited, and he stated that he'll try and make it to Kenya during the final days just to see the products that you'll have come up with from this. So that calls for commitment into the course. That calls for putting all your attention, because let me put it in quotes, your employer is coming, okay? So let's work hard towards this. Now, let me kindly invite Dr. Logi, if he's around with Janaka, if Professor Jason has logged in, so that he can introduce his team. Dr. Logi, are you in?
Yep, I'm available. Ronald. Okay, thank you for the introduction. And as Dr. Ronald mentioned, we are like very excited to offer this course. So let me share my screen, and I can show a presentation and walk you through what we are going to offer and what will you gain at the end. Okay. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. All right, so basically everyone talked about the course and the BCS, why we are going to do this and why we have selected OUK. So yeah, so I don't want to repeat that again and again. So the course that we are going to offer is basically through two organizations. One is BCS, is the major organizations, and we have a partner which is called as Jaseci Labs. So Jaseci Labs is founded by Professor Jason Mas. So this course is offered by in collaboration with BCS and the Jaseci Labs. So basically Jaseci Labs created a new programming language called like JACLang, right? So that is going to be the future of AI coding, right? Right now, everyone uses Python. Even certain people uses MATLAB and C++ for certain AI programming. But when it's come to easy programming language, so Jaseki is going to be the future. So JACLang is completely innovated by Professor Jason Mas from scratch, and it runs on the Python compiler. So if you know Python already, if you can run Python and understand the codes, you don't want to worry about learning this program at all, because this is going to be the easy way to do AI. For example, if I say, so you know the Twitter, right? So now it's called as X platform. So how much of lines you think we need if we are going to code it in Python or Node.js or whatever the language? How much lines of code you think to develop an application like Python, Twitter will be needed? So definitely it'll be like millions of lines, right? If I say we have developed the same Twitter language in JACLang with just 200 lines of codes. So that's the power of Jaseki, right? That's the power of Jack. So the Jack has its own suite. So you can be a full stack developer, right? You don't want to have a front end. You don't want to have different hosting people to handle multiple tasks. You can be one person from development to the hosting to running. You can do all the things in JACLang. So that's the one. So about the Jaseki language, and we have strongly collaborated for more than like 3-4 years, and we have delivered a lot of industrial solution together in AI and stuff. And I'm Professor Logi. I'm from Sri Lanka. So I'm a professor at the leading university in Sri Lanka, which is called as University of Moratuwa. So I do AI research and AI lectures and a lot of researches with Professor Jason Mas, right? So we together introduced the first AI incubation lab in Sri Lanka, along with the Jaseci Labs and University of Moratuwa. So that's now produced a lot of AI engineers, world-class engineers.
And one more thing Dr. Edna forgot to mention. So the best students out of this course, if they're really, really interested in doing PhD through this course, Professor Jason will select them as well. So write that we have offered this course to University of Morocco earlier. So right now, 2 students were selected by Jason, and right now they are enrolled in their PhD programs from University of Morocco right through this course. So if you want to do PhD, perform well in the course. So who is Professor Jason? Professor Jason, if you type in like Google, he's a world-known expert for AI. So before this Gen AI came into the market, he is one of the pioneers who introduced the chatbots into banking and many other sectors, right? He won lots of awards. He has more than 30 patents. So the time will not be enough to say his achievement, right? So I'll cut it short. So he's the world known expert in AI, and he have done a lot of AI researchers, cutting AI researchers, and he have top tier publications, nearly 90 of them. Top tier means it's really, really hard to publish in those conferences and journals, right? So he has a lot of publication over there and patents and stuff, right? So right now he do researches on LLMs, fine-tuning LLMs, fine-tuning vision language models, and a lot more, right? And he also do some research on a new architecture. Somebody who knows how the chatbot works will understand these. So, the RAG is the baseline of the chatbots, but Jason has found out another architecture where RAG fails, his architecture works. So it will be newly introduced into the world. He's a pioneer in research and stuff. So that's about Jason. And this is not the first time that we are going to offer this course. In Kenya, yes, this is the first time. But in University of Morocco in Sri Lanka, we are offering for the 3rd time. So these are a couple of the pictures where Jason came to Sri Lanka and he offered certificates and the prize money and everything for the students who have won. And actually, the girl over here, if I can see my screen and the mouse pointer with the specs, and the guy over here are the PhD students that enroll for PhD under Jason, right? So like that. So he will be one of the tutor for this particular course called Janaka. So probably she might also join in the middle. So let's see how it goes based on the experience, right? So Dr. Edna already have introduced to the course. I will quickly run through that. So the course title is Building Generative AI Applications, Advanced Research-Oriented Focus, Theoretical Foundation will be given, and high-level architectures will be taught. So the learning outcomes will be explore, analyze, and innovate with cutting-edge generative AI systems. So understand evaluation from sequence models, LLMs, agentic, and multimodal system, right? So when I prepared these slides for presentation to OUK, so GPT-4 is the latest model. So within a month, we have now GPT-5. So that means, the AI is very fastly changing, right? So it's really, really fast. And the same contents already Dr. Edna has shared. So Professor Jason and myself will be teaching a couple of courses, probably if I get a chance. But if Jason want to do that, definitely Jason will do that, right? So if he has some busy schedule, then I will take over a couple of courses from him. And Janaka is the person who is going to run all the tutorials, and he is going to teach how to build up solutions and stuff using JACLang, right? As I told you, remember, we have built up Twitter within 200 lines of codes in JACLang. So you can imagine, so it's big. And the JACLang is the programming language first introduced the concept of bi-LLM, right? So that's a new concept, and it's going to boom the world in a different way, right? So all the idea came from Professor Jason, all right? So, and yeah, these are the instructor profiles, myself, Logishan, and Janaka. So Janaka is this PhD student at this thing, and So, right, so these are the course. First week is around course launch and the generative AI wave, how it happens, and he would like to talk a lot about how you can build application and commercialize it, right? So he always talk about the small apps that become as $1 billion business. So who started as a team, 2 together, 3 together, or a person alone, And finally, they become as a big company. So he always motivates the students, Professor Jason, towards that arena, right? So that will be the course focus. Also, at the end of the sessions, if you have 5,000 students, if you build 5,000 different products using Jack Lang, that will be amazing. So that's what we are looking forward. And we bring the way to make the AI programming life very easier, right? So second, the foundation all of AI and ML and deep learning. Third one is sequence model and transform evaluation. So we'll talk about the attention models and stuff over here. Then later on, GPT-4, 1 node to GPT-4 now. I think we have to change it to GPT-5 now because the new one is introduced. Then after that, we talk about the open source and proprietary model architecture, because when it's come to GPT-1, Gemini, or large models, the security is a big concern, right? So most of the banks and other organizations, they want to have their own NLM hosted in their own premises. So we should know how to do that as well. So we will be deep diving into that. And agentic architecture, that's a hot topic over here, agent, right? So right now, everyone thinks, not everyone believes, and everyone moving towards building up AI architecture. So in Jack Lang, you will be able to build agents very easily, right? And multimodal and generalist AI systems will be taught on the week 7, and fine-tuning LLMs and VLM will be covered on week 8. So when it's come to tutorial, this is the brief plan that we have made. This is what we have delivered to the University of Moratuwa in Sri Lanka. But we will be changing based on the crowd population who enrolled for the course and the students' input, and we are more open to change those stuff. So tentatively, building LLM integrated software, prompt or not, that's the first. Introduction to easily building an application in Jaseci, building agentic AI software with Jaseci, and deploying an LLM integrated project easily with Jaseci. So all these things will be taught during your thing. So as mentioned, these are 8-week programs. After the 9th week to 12th week, we'll have a project-based hackathon. So you can come up with your own idea, or else we will be giving a pool of ideas. You can select one of that and you can get together as a team and work. And finally, you have to submit. It will be evaluated. So the best project will be selected. And later on, we'll interview and we'll select the best people for the internship and job if you perform well. At the same time, there is a chance for PhD under Professor as well, right? So that is PhD or masters for the higher studies. So that's all depends on the course outcome. So that's all from my end, but I would like to share, Jason said he might not join because he have another meeting, he have to rush to the University of Michigan, but he shared a video to me to share to the class. So let me share that one with you right now. I will share the video. Before that, I will share this computer sound as well. Okay, let me turn on the video. So it's too early in the US. That's why he sent me last night.
Hey guys, I'm very, very excited about the program we're going to be running for the next 10 weeks or so. I'm Jason Mars. I'm a professor of computer science and engineering at University of Michigan. And I'm working alongside some phenomenal colleagues to bring a program together that will share with you the absolute cutting edge of building complex and interesting artificial intelligence applications end to end. We'll be both learning what constitutes the kind of AI that's changing our world, these generative AI models and technologies. And so we're going to be talking about them from the most detailed discussions of how they work and how they were built and why they were invented and what got us to where we are today. And at the same time, we're going to be building some cutting edge software that you'll be able to potentially even launch to the world. A lot of these buzzwords like, pre-trained models and agentic AI systems and prompt engineering, we're going to understand that deeply, and we're going to leverage these tools and technologies to create something awesome in this class. So there's a lot of folks that's going to be in this class, and we have a plan for how we engage with everyone who's willing to put in the work. And so we're going to talk about that plan during the first lecture this Friday. I think it's 5 p.m. your time on Friday. I can't wait. I'll be there synchronously, so I'll be there live, and I'll be able to engage with you guys directly. I look forward to seeing interesting questions in the chat stream while I'm delivering the slides. So that's coming up. That's coming up this Friday. But I can't tell you how excited I am. And I look forward to getting to know all of the folks that engage and build beautiful things. And I'll create opportunities for us to have smaller sessions where we can talk about the projects you guys create and so forth in the class. Anyway, I'm very, very delighted. It's an honor to be able to spend some time working with you all to understand AI and then to wield it to build something awesome. And I look forward to Friday. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Peace.
so that's a message from Professor Jason. So that's all from my end, and I will hand over to Dr. Ronald. Ronald, over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Logi and Dr. Jason by absentia. I think this just is awesome. And if anyone is missing out, I think you're missing out on great things. This is the time for AI. It's the AI evolution taking place, and we don't want you to be left behind. Excited about building stuff. I'm also in AI. I'm joining you in class, and I'm sure if you are doing PhD, if you are doing masters, this is the time to come up with a better product than what maybe you had anticipated to come up with. Thank you so much, Logi. We hope on Friday the entire team will be around to join. Jayanaka and all the rest will join us. And our students, I'm sure, will be waiting. I now take this opportunity to invite Dr. Jared Ongaro, our ICT director, who will take you through the system that you'll be using. Director, karibu.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I think this is already very, very exciting. I'm also envying you now. Yeah, so I'll just be very brief, I think, because I just want to give confidence to the students who are here. I know you've asked for so many things. Can there be a WhatsApp? Please remember, WhatsApp can only take 1024, and we are quite a number for this class, but I think you'll be well supported, trust me, with everything we can. So this course, which you know, not this one, but I just want to be very brief. This course, which you know, called Generative AI. By the way, I'm very excited already because once you sign up this course, the way it was configured, you come into the learning management system. And I'm very happy because I don't want to show names, but I can show that we are there. So we are 42 of us, and we are waiting. And so I think the professor there, he also can't wait for next week to show you. So I don't want to show you the names, but basically because of data protection. But we are 50. We are that number, and that's a very exciting class, I can assure you, and we'll try very much to make sure that we support you. The bad news, not really bad news, is that this class is not asynchronous. So it's not self-paced. It's actually instructor-led in some form. And I hope you understand what that means. So that means that some of the material, of course, this is what you will learn. I think the main topics there will be, I don't want to be an expert, but I just want to tell you that everything you haven't missed. You haven't missed a lot, even if you had challenges maybe joining in. And this is being streamed and recorded, and it will be put here. But you can see generative AI fundamentals, all those things you learn. I think you have been hearing about GPT architectures 1 all the way to 5, the LLMs, the multimodal AI, whatever, the fine-tuning domains, all these nice things, which is being talked about. So the course as an introductory phase of it, I logged in as a student such that I don't have to show you so much. But the thing is that all the material you have here you can see here that actually you can actually come back here and go through step by step. You will see what is in week 1. And I think if you please don't forget that you can always expand. There's a plus sign here when you're hovering here, because I'm assuming not all of us know what this means, because this course actually includes everyone. So you can actually hover here and check what is in week 1 expected of us. Week 2 is fundamentals of AI, which Dr. Edna was saying so much. And then we had sequences, model, and transform evaluations. Then we had the GPT architecture, and so much and so much. So why I'm showing you this is because all these things are actually there, and if you missed anything, you didn't really miss. Of course, the recording is there, and also, please, Emmanuel, stop doing what you're doing. So the idea is that all this is basically available for you, tutorials, hackathons, and everything is correctly done. The certificate is at the end. You can see there's a certificate of completion once you finish, and this will be there. So upon completion of this course, you will be awarded a certificate jointly by BCS and the OUK, and all this will be going well to your CV. So they will always be winners and learners. I mean, the LMS is personalized, you can see. It knows it's me logging in, so it will also know it's you. And there was this message, which you actually did find, and we are talking about this launch, which we are here now, and you registered for this, or you can watch this. Even the beauty with YouTube is, again, you can go back and forth. But that's not the end about this course. So the other little things are here. It has more than this, but I think the professors will love to open one item at a time. Please remember there's a class forum here where you can ask questions. There's an announcement if it will be put here. There's an introductory video about this course, which I don't have to play, by the way. And I know I'll get the video by Professor Chisk, which was being played, because it has a lag. We didn't quite get it well, but we can. I think the organizers can agree with me that it will be an important video. If it can be handed to us, we can embed it here, or they can embed it here because they will be instructors in the course in the LMS we use. So basically, we use a video ordering system. I think this I've said. Let me use this to just part of explaining some little things. So if you see here, there is a drawer, you will be seeing this. There's a drawer here where you see your points, you see who's online, you see all these things. But the most important thing is that you always see your progress if all the items be tracked. You will also see all the videos which have been recorded, because we'll be putting them there somewhere such that you can always go back to them. So there will be videos and recordings, and the purpose of that is to make sure that you can actually go back to them. And so the videos, we use a comprehensive video recording system. And the beauty with this is that you can always, go back there. Like, for example, if I go to this public lecture, because this was a public lecture, I can actually click on it. This is a sample of just showing you how the functionality works. So we'll try to make sure that the videos are actually accessible to you. You see, if I click there, it takes you to our video recording system. And the beauty with this is that these videos here,
drivers of climate change,
I'll post this for the purpose of explaining, is that they have sections, because we're using Canaptor here, and you can actually go to various sections you want. And the videos we just recorded for this orientation, including the Vice Chancellor address, will actually be hosted here. And you have the details, you have the content. You can actually, say, I want to go to Ghana, just minute number 4, you see? And because the beauty with this is that you can search within the video system if you haven't used our learning management before. So that's the beauty. You want to go, what's climate change? You can just go straight there. You see, it actually takes you. You're actually able to search, and you're able to go through different sections of the learning management system of the videos, which will be handling for you. So that's basically on the videos. And as I promised, we are going to put the 2 videos. One of the recording, and that's a special one, because I know it was not captured very well. Maybe the way it was lagging because of maybe some other reasons. And just going back is, you will find everything just within the management system. This will have a video, don't worry, we will configure this. And so you will actually have all the information within the learning management system. And as I said, this is instructor-led. So there will be week 1, then there will be also material for week 1, and you'll be moving week by week. So you won't be in week 4 because you are faster. No, you'll be led by an instructor, and you'll be moving from week 1 to week 2. And all these could come as sections as it appears. I just want to tell you that there's a lot here. And so for this, I can go back to my normal role, such that you see that this has been put there for the purpose of making sure that we are supported. You can see there is all these sections coming up. There is what is module 2. All this is going to be developed. It's now hidden, but it will be actually, and there will be a certificate at the end. So there will be that, and there will be a lot of instructors actually leading the course and meeting you every Friday from 6 to 8 or thereabout, and interacting with you. And we'll make sure that we support this course. And then please don't forget, there is all these functions, including, let me use this because it has them. There is including, you can always go to, the teachers will be onboarded here. And that's what I want to tell you before Friday. And the beauty with that is that you will be able to interact with them, because for those who haven't used our learning management system, or the instructors we put here, and you can even write them a message, of course, if you needed some clarifications. So for that given course, there is always message your instructor. And if you want to learn more, by the way, you can search for this course called SOMAS 101 and then roll into it, the SOMAS 101. You just need to go to the search, then look for SOMAS 101 and then enroll. It's free, it's a free course. So you also see the other parts of the LMS. So that will be there, and those is, you will see who's online. And as I said, we are 5,000 of us, and we'll be going through this course, and we're very excited. And so if there is homework, there is assignments, they will be done within the learning management system. And as I was saying, if it's a syntax, if it's a programming, if it's whatever it is, we'll be able to do it here. And this is done by the learning management system. So they have a new system, but the beauty is that it's a new base, but it's the same base as they correctly said. But there's some nice things about Python and relationship to it. So I don't want to do so much, but I really want to encourage you that you'll be led by the instructors and everything you need, which the LMS has or which it doesn't have. You'll be led to be able to see what is it we need to do. I don't know if there's something I need to say, unless the instructor, I think, unless they want to say something more, which I haven't tackled in terms of the course delivery. But basically, I needed to show you how the learning management system works. And you can see who's online. You can always see your progress bar. I think that we have said, this is what you have done. When it's green means you've completed that task. When it's yellow means it's partial. When it's blue, of course, means you haven't done it anymore. And as I said, all the videos will be there, like everything will be there. And they are always available within the recordings. So all these classes will be recorded, and for the purpose of making sure that you have something to go to. And that's where the open university systems and way of learning comes into play. And it will be full force to make sure that we support you in the next 10 weeks. Okay. Yeah, so again, these are forums, discussions, and I think the professors will set it up because you'll be led by them to do some things, and we'll be there to support. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dr. Ngaro, for that very detailed explanation of our LMS. And just to add on what Dr. Ngaro has said, the professors will be adding the latest material. Like right now, you can see we have GPT-5, ChatGPT-5. The facilitators of the course normally will be able to modify and bring in the latest material, which reflects what's happening in the industry. So be very willing to learn. Make sure your ears are all over. There'll be papers that are shared that you're expected to read before the next lectures and implement some of those instructions that you're given in those particular papers that you'll have read. So there's a lot of reading that is expected to be done. So let's have our belts ready as we get into the course. Tighten your belts and clear your schedule well, because it's gonna be some 8 intensive weeks of learning. With that having been said, I want now to welcome Dr. Kiratu again, the Dean, to conclude this. I believe we'll not be able to take most of the questions today, but we'll answer. You can post some of those questions on the LMS. We'll be able to answer from that forum.
Maybe, Gary, just before you conclude,
yes.
There are quite a number of questions which have been posted on the chat as well as on the YouTube channel. And I would have suggested that the team takes about 4 to 5 minutes maximum to answer them. Some of them are straightforward, like the timelines. Others, are asking if we can have a flexible schedule of delivery of the synchronous lectures, maybe if they can be repeated. And the answer is yes, they will be recorded and available to you countless number of times, as many times as you wish to review them. They will be there for you. So if you're available on Fridays from 5 to 8, please be there. And if not, please look for the recorded lectures in the portal. The other question which I thought I need to answer is the issue of the criteria for selecting the top 100 students. I think that has been addressed by BCS very well through the project group and otherwise the hackathon, and all those who come out the best will participate in the final selection process. So I think that criteria is well explained. I'm seeing so many questions on YouTube about the PhD that has been mentioned by BCS, the PhD scholarship. And people are already assuming, is this course too high for them that PhD is being mentioned? I think BCS, you need to clarify these if you're still on, please. No, the PhD is for those who are willing to scale through academia. And I'll give you a chance. Let me just finish. The course, this particular course is for anybody. In fact, my daughter is enrolled here and she doesn't have a first degree. She's still an undergraduate student and she's excited to go through this course. And many others I know who just have fresh from 4 graduates and they don't even have a first degree. So the course for everybody. And then the others are professors like me, okay, who are computer scientists, but we want to upgrade our skills. We want to walk the journey with the young people and see how we can grow and upskill and get the latest from this. Yet I have a job already. I'm not looking for a job from the best 100. No, I can assure you guys, I'm not. And also we have people with PhDs, we have people with masters, undergraduates, and etc. So anybody is willing is allowed to go through this course. And those who already have masters are the ones who will be considered perhaps for PhD or whichever model that BCS is going to use for that. So I thought that would be clarified. I'm seeing so many questions. Then it means I'm in the wrong place. If you can talk about PhD and don't even have a first degree. No. I think that was for motivation for those who wish to progress in that particular line. But I think the top students are the ones who are assured of a job. 100 slots for a job within and outside, as already discussed by BCS. The last question is about asking for time off for the lectures. I already clarified that you can just come back and look at the recorded lectures later on. Thank you very much. Logeshan, please, can you clarify the issue?
Yeah, Professor Lee correctly said. You correctly said this course is for very basic, like level is starting from very basic level. Anybody can join this and participate. So I mentioned the PhD because if anyone interested in doing PhD, yeah, definitely they can work with Jason. So that's what I meant. I didn't mean this is a PhD level course. This is very basic level course. Anybody can enroll and do that. So whoever having masters looking for a PhD, and this might be a good option to perform well and get selected for the PhD. That's what I meant.
I think also, Rangeshan, it's good to say that in the US, you move from a bachelor's to PhD straight. I mean, there is no...
Correct.
There's no you have to go to master's. You know, it's a path. If you are really a good student, you move from bachelor's straight to PhD. And I think that's
100%.
where Prof works, it's in the US,
Yes,
Michigan,
exactly.
and that's the tradition there. And I think that's the context at which it is. And there's nothing wrong with moving from PhD all the way, from
Yep.
bachelor's, and then, some of us will actually qualify to such kind of relation. Like you start
Okay.
from bachelor, you move straight into a PhD program. I think that's the context. Yeah, and it's a good one, by the way. I'm just encouraging ourselves. Like it's a good thing, that we can even have even more than just their job. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes,
Thanks.
over Dr. Ongino, you have the floor. Please go on.
Okay, thanks, VC, Professor Mwenga. Maybe back to Logi, just one more question that I've seen in the chat is, will Jaseci Lab synchronize with Git for publishing of code? Maybe that's a technical one that I've seen from.
Yes, of course. Everyone in this class should create a Git pull request from these Jaseci Labs code, and you are going to work on that. So, of course, we do that. Yeah.
So, thank you. I think maybe if there are other burning questions, Dr. Milgo, Dr. Beth, have you seen any other, maybe from another forum? Okay, so then thanks, Dr. Logi. At least it also shows us that even these other skills like knowing how to pull, making a pull request, push on Git and all that, these will now be normal things to our students. So set up your Git account and get ready for all this. You'll be expected to learn all this in the course. Having said that, thank you, Dr. Logi. I want to push it back to Dr. Beth to conclude the session. As we've said, other questions will be channeled to Somas, where we'll be able to reply to most of the questions and to get you set up ready for learning. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ojino. I was going through the question and I've seen one question where one is asking whether only the 100 will get certificates. The answer is no. All of you who will go through the course up to the end will get a certificate of completion. So for those of you who participate fully all the way to the end, you'll get a joint certificate from OUK and also for BCS. We shall also have another session to just take you through our learning management system in preparation for the class starting on Friday. We shall communicate via emails and the platform on when we shall schedule that class so that we make sure that all of you are fully oriented into a virtual learning environment, Christ and Somas, so that you also get to know all the functionalities available, including how to communicate with your peers and how to communicate with your lecturers. You find that you actually don't need a WhatsApp. Our platform enables you to communicate directly to your lecturer and also to your peers in the platform. But we shall guide you on how to go about that. From what I'm seeing in the chats, both here on Zoom and also YouTube, I can see our learners are eager to begin, and also our professors, Professor Jason, Logi, they are eager to have you in session. So kindly take time between now and Friday to prepare. Make sure you have all the resources that are needed. You need a good internet connection. You need a good computer. And for those of you probably who do not have access to such tools, those of you who are within Kenya, we have our digital hubs. Every county has a digital hubs. So you can just explore the facilities that are near you just to ensure that you're well prepared for the session as we plan to begin on Friday. And in case you need support from our team, we are here to support you, being led by Dr. Edna Milgo and Dr. Ojino. If probably you are struggling with the functionalities in your computer, the team is here to support you together with the ICT team. Let's keep the communications lines open. Do not get stuck and exit wait until you get support, and you're here to support you through that process. So the other thing I want to communicate is that for those of you who are coming without prior knowledge in computing, do not worry. The course is designed for all levels, starting from foundations. But if you need to get additional skills in preparation for the course, we have other short courses that will take you through the basics that you need in AI. So kindly take time to go through our website and look at the variety of courses we have and our ICT professional development courses. We have a course on AI from Huawei. We have the ICDL core packages courses that will introduce you to the basics that you need in terms of your computer literacy. We also have a course in data science and artificial intelligence. So we've prepared the ground for you. Just take time to go through our website, enroll for the professional development courses. Some of them are as short as 6 weeks. So you can take the course concurrently as you go through the BCS training, just to fill in any gaps that in any skills gap that you could be having. And also to our senior students who are coming at master's level, it has been communicated that there is an opening for you to get support in your research and in terms of advancing your studies. So again, on behalf of the OUK, I just want to reassure you that we are the innovative university for inclusive prosperity. We are not only targeting 100, but we want to see the 5,000 plus who have enrolled into this course grow with us, find their place in the market, provide solutions that are needed, including AI solutions that can be used by Mama Mboga back in the village, and as people who are just have basic knowledge in computer literacy. So otherwise, thank you and welcome on board. You are now part of the OUK family. And as you speak out there to your peers, to your family members, remember to talk about OUK. We are opening doors to everyone. We are open in the sense that anyone who has been locked out of University of Education, now Open University is here to open that door that has been locked out for a very long time. We give you flexible learning schedule. We give you flexible fee payment schedule. And our learners, our facilitators are the best we have in the market. So take the bold step. We've offered you a scholarship through the BCS. Now come and enroll into our normal degree programs and that undergraduate degree that you've shelved for a very long time, and that master's degree, your PhD, and upskill through our professional development courses. Thank you and karibu to OUK once again. I can see our VC is still online. VC,
Yes,
I want
one
you to take
question.
you
Please
to take
answer the
the
question
honor.
on this. There's a burning question on the chat. It's saying, is the infrastructure supporting publishing code on the GitHub platform? I think for future use, somebody need to answer that technical question. Okay, GitHub. Then the other question, I think you already answered. Does one need background in coding for you to do this course? You already answered that. There's a question from our OUK students who have enrolled. They're asking on Fridays there are other synchronous lectures which take place. What happens when this other is taking the same place at the same time? And my answer is you alternate. You can say this week you're attending this, then next week you're attending the other, because both are recorded. We record all our synchronous lectures and you can access them later on, and you can engage the facilitator at your own time through the various discussion forums, email, WhatsApp, etc. So you have access to our resource persons even outside the synchronous moment that you may have skipped. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, VC. And I just want to invite you again, VC, so that you can declare the training officially opened.
Yeah,
Okay.
but maybe
But
perhaps
yes,
before that-
Logeshan, please go ahead.
Before that,
Jared, go ahead.
Rongshan has answered this question that they actually nowadays they have everything is fashion controlled. I just wanted to reiterate. Maybe Rongshan, you want to say this again? I think someone wants to hear you say again that.
Yeah, so basically the Jacklang is an open source, right? So we developed it as an open source platform to do the coding and stuff. So you are free to do the GitHub publishing the codes and whatever you would like to do. Yeah, that's open.
And it's not only GitLab, but not only GitHub, but also GitLab and others. Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Very well. Thank you. I want to first ask if there is any item from BCS that they wish to add in their communication as part of the beginning of this journey.
No, we are very excited. Nothing much specific from us. We already have communicated to the OUK organizing team. So all on place. Thank you, VC sir. Yeah, thank you.
And also from the OUK management team, that is the technical team that was putting this course together, led by the dean. You just handed over the mantle to me. I therefore believe that you finished whatever you want to communicate. So then I ask the ICT team, is there anything that you want to ask to communicate, Dr. Ngara and your team? Any information that you think needs to be communicated now before we
Not really, VC, but we really hope Rongshen will share with us the video from Professor Jaseci. I think there was a lag on it, and I think students will want to listen to the message once more. Otherwise, I think, as I said, we will also make sure that this recording is available for those who missed it. And thank you very much for those who followed us on YouTube and also for subscribing to our channel. I think we grew today. And thank you very much. And back to you, VC.
Thank you very much. So with that, I want to officially declare the beginning of this Generative AI course, sponsored by BCS and the Open University of Kenya. Welcome on board and travel the journey very well within the time frame of the 8 weeks or the 10 weeks that have been reserved for us. Congratulations, all of you, and sample the Open University website for other courses, other opportunities that might be there. Thank you. God bless. So over to the team to tell us the next thing.
I think, thank you very much. I think that's it. Yeah.
So we can now log off, or anybody who can give us some quick grace. May the grace